Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to this new video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at this piece. Bam. This is my entry for the Graveyard Shift fan art contest. Let's take a look at it from top to bottom. Right. We have the three main characters from the Graveyard Shift series. Just need no introduction, of course. No, we got Vlad, Lilith, and Frankenstein. So we have our heroes taking on some werewolves. This werewolf got cut in half by Lilith and their swords. This werewolf is about to attack. This werewolf's coming straight at Vlad, and Vlad's like, "Oh crap!" and he's just blasting him. And then we have Frankenstein impaling another werewolf off screen, off panel, off page. And yeah, so here, everybody got a kick out of this. This is the symbol for Graveyard Shift. So Vlad is blowing this werewolf away to smithereens, and then in the chunks that are flying off his arm, it forms a Graveyard Shift symbol. And yeah, I got a kick out of that. And yeah, so yeah, I just got inspired. I was looking at a page from the actual book, and there's a scene in there where Vlad is blasting one of the werewolves, and I saw that there's chunks flying out. I was like, man, wouldn't it be cool if the chunks formed the symbol? And it just came to my head, and so I did that. It came out great. People enjoyed that Easter egg. And so yeah, this was done for the contest. Coach John Malin recently launched a contest. He's always doing contests, fan art contests for his IPs. He did one for Godlike. I have a video for that in the backlog of the channel. He does one for, this is like the third one for Graveyard Shift. I didn't get a chance to participate the last time, but I was still learning how to draw, still learning how to get better with the inks. And when this one got announced, I was like, yeah, I'm going to jump all over that so I can get a chance to draw these characters because they're really cool. And yeah, the coach asked for action, so I tried to make it as action-packed as possible. Try to take up the entire page. And so the idea is that they're getting surrounded and attacked by a bunch of werewolves. And so what happens if you see them like in the midst of this battle? And so I wanted to give you a sense of proximity, like there's imminent danger towards them. So they have to just viciously attack to survive. So she's slashing this werewolf, he's blasting this other guy, and he's smashing his head over here. And so yeah, it was a really fun piece to draw. Yeah, great characters, man. Great characters. Really cool artwork with cool designs. Very, very 90s. Love it. Very, very 90s influenced. Awesome stuff. And yeah, getting a chance to draw this was really cool. And then the big surprise came when the coach, John Malin, he posted he sent out a Twitter and asking if anybody wanted to get their art critiqued and reviewed on his channel, that post the art, and he would do so. And so I jumped at the chance because to get any kind of feedback from a professional who wouldn't want that? And so I submitted this piece along with two other pieces, and yeah, John enjoyed the art, and I'm glad that he enjoyed it. Shane Davis also was able to look at it, and I'm glad for that also. And I heard everything. There was mentions about the nose. There was mention about the face. I'm still working on those kinds of things. My reasoning behind this was to, I don't know, if you ever try to open your mouth and scream, that your nose tightens up. There's wrinkles in it, and so I thought that would be a cool idea. But yeah, I completely understand what John was referring to. And so it's decisions. You make decisions, and then you will know if decisions come out good or come out bad. For example, this arm cutting through the page like this. That was, they mentioned this at the auction, a bold decision. I was like, yeah, it was pretty bold because you're cutting into the character's face. But I wanted to cut it in such a way that you can still see the expression here. So you're just like cutting the tip right here, so you can still see the expression on his face. You can still see the danger that's approaching him, and then the attack and everything. So yeah, that was a risky, because it could have worked in my favor. It could have also not worked in my favor. And so yeah, that was commented on. The face is commented on though. I have to improve on the face. I have to find a way to make it better. Which is surprising for me, because normally I don't render that much of the face. So I rendered a lot more than I normally would, and I feel like I have to render even more. And so I'll work on that. For some reason, I get all nervous when it comes to rendering faces. Like, I don't want to like mess up the face per se, but I think the idea is to mess up the face. So I have to like work on that. And yeah, there was an interesting comment about this white line. Me personally, I try to shy away from doing those kinds of rim lightings, unless it's necessary to separate two objects that are both clashing into a dark area, like in this case here. In this case, in the arm, I didn't. I intentionally ignored it, because you can see the black against this white area here, and you can see that it's his arm. And if you look forward and if you look up top here, you can see the top half of his arm. So the viewer looks at this and then they understand that there's an arm there. So I didn't see the need to do the white here. I get it though. I completely get what the coach is saying. I'm not saying what he's saying is wrong. It's completely on point. No, but I'm just trying to explain my reasoning behind that. So I thought like, I don't need it. I wanted to give it more gravity, more I don't know, like more weight to the drawing, and not add that. But here, why did I add it here in the nail? Because here, I could have erased that. No, and your mind would have understood it to be a claw anyways, because I have this claw here, and I have another claw here. No, but for some reason, I don't know, I decided I wanted to show you how that finger bent. And so I was like, I'm gonna keep it there. I'm gonna keep it real fine. And yeah, that was it. And then here in the hair, I think it was necessary, because there's three things in black that are clashing in this area here. There's Vlad's hair, the shadow of this arm, and then the shadow of Frankenstein's arm. And so those three areas converging in that one space here, I was like, no, I need something there to separate these three objects. And so that's why I did it on the hair. But not the hand. So yeah. So I assume that these things can also be made more obvious with the colors. So I leave things like that, because I think when the colorist gets to it, not saying that the colorist is getting to it, but just thinking, that when the colorist gets to it, that they'll be able to like show that depth much better than just with these inks here. So yeah. I enjoyed inking this, and after I did this, and I saw how this came out, I was like, I'm gonna do that on the boobs also. I wasn't sure what to do with this shadow, because I knew I wanted to have a cast shadow for that. As you can see here, I did it all in black. I was thinking about doing it in all black, but I've seen other people doing it with these parallel lines. I've done it before, but it didn't look the way that I wanted to, and so I took a big risk with this also. And I drew it like that, and this came out great. I like how that came out. Yeah, and I try my best to keep my lines as parallel as I can on these straps. I'm surprised Coach didn't catch this tangent here. I'm purposely like, because I know Coach is like, with tangents. I am also, because of what he's pointed out. And when I drew this, I was like, fuck, man, I got this crazy tangent here with this sword, and then the boob here, and I was like, man, the reason why that happened was because, number one, I hadn't planned on drawing the sword like that. I had planned on this blade going all the way to the top, but then once I looked at the design of the blade, I was like, crap, I have to put like a little space here and then the blade, and that space cut into this area, and I didn't make too much fuss of it, because at the time that I was doing this, the way that I had drawn the boobs were much smaller than that time. I was like, so when I originally started penciling this, I'm sorry for the camera. When I originally started penciling this, like these two objects were way apart. But as I started the design, as I saw the references and everything, I was like, nope, I gotta make the boobs a bit bigger, and I gotta make the handle on that. And so like by the time I was done with everything, they were like really close together. Like crap. And there's two things to solve that. I could either make the boobs much bigger, or I could make the hilt a much bigger. And I was like, man, I don't know. I'll leave it up to the inks. And so I inked it like really heavy up there. So if you can see the inks there, for example, if you can see the ink right here, compared to like, for example, I don't know, like the blade, and you can see like there's like a big difference in the contour. So yeah, so sometimes things like that happen, but I try my best to like not let any kinds of things, any kinds of tangents like that occur, because it just completely destroys the illusion. Like for example, here, this is all like in depth, and I'm really proud of this segment here, because you see his hand, you see his gun, his arm, the jacket, and then his head, and then the arm, and it's like in this close proximity, like if you were to like tilt the thing, is like much like a lot of space in between, so it's like tilted, like the camera's tilted like this, and you can see just everything like lined up in a row, and I'm just really happy with that, how that came out. And yeah, man, so I try to make use of every single corner of this page. This wolf, for example, was not originally in my thumbnail. I just wanted to do this. I was thinking of making this a much bigger presence and then cutting it off like that. But by doing that, I would erase the gun, erase all this other stuff. So I was like, no, I got to keep it further back. But then I had this space here, and I was thinking, yeah, I could just leave it with his arm and his cape. But if I want to give that idea of imminent danger, I got to continue putting more stuff in there. So I thought the head was the best thing that I could do, so that the viewer can also notice that they're attacking werewolves are fighting, or what they're fighting. Also, there was a lot of thought going into this. But yeah, and so this is the last time we get to look at it, because this is also going to a new owner. This was also offered off at the Comicsgate auction a while back, and so this is going to find a new home. And I don't know if anybody can read this or not, if there's any kind of confusion toward this or not, but this is Lilith slashing this wolf in half. And so here's a slash, here's the blood from that slash, and then there's chunks of the wolf. This is also blood here. I don't know if that read the way I wanted to read. I didn't hear any comments about it, not from Coach or anybody, so I'm assuming everybody understood what I was drawing there. But just in case, now get it straight from the artist's mouth. And so yeah, that's the piece. Yeah, really good stuff, man. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed working on this a lot. Great characters, a lot of fun, a lot of room for a lot of creativity, because you got guns, you got swords, you got brute strength, so there's a lot of things there for you to mess with. Really good stuff. So yeah, that's it for the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. I do videos every week on Thursday at noon. And also last Thursday there's a video. Next Thursday is going to be another video. So please, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Also ring the bell for notifications, so you can be made aware of when these videos are going to post. It's every Thursday at noon. So yeah, man. And I'll take a look at. We'll just continue looking at some more of my art and enjoying it. I enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. So yeah, hit that like button if you like the video. If you didn't like the video, do me a favor and hit the like button anyways, please, because more likes help out with spreading the word of this awesome art on YouTube. So help me out. And so yeah, so that'll be it for me today. I hope you liked the video, and I'll be sure to see you in the next one. All right, you guys take care. Goodbye. Hello, everyone. The time is finally upon us. Ominous Avenging Death is now available. Avenging Death is a short 10-page story that serves as a preview of what kind of art you can expect and the world you'll see in the main story of Ominous. In Avenging Death, we'll see Zadok take on the monstrous Deathmonger in a 10-page fight scene that'll be sure to get you hooked into the world of Ominous. All of the artwork is done, including the line art, which was done by me, the colors, which were done by Emmanuel Orlas, and the lettering, which was done by Paul Bird. So grab your copy of the digital PDF file today for only $5. That's right, $5. Contact me in my DMs on Twitter for more information. Now, coming up next is the official trailer of Ominous Avenging Death. Enjoy.